In 753 BC, the Roman Empire flourished, where they were renowned for their innovative inventions that we still use today: cement, the Colosseum, and pizza. The Romans had no idea that the creation of pizza would create such a butterfly effect to create one of the best Roblox games of all time. Work at a pizza place will never fall off. If this game has 0 fans, it means I died. If you don't know what work at a pizza place is, the school system failed you. This game is one of 2 Roblox games that were created in 2009 that are still actively popular to this day. What's the other one? Natural Disaster Survival. And while I used to enjoy that game a lot when I was younger, well, there's a reason why I'm making a video about work at a pizza place and not that other game. As usual, I'm Breadian, the guy who talks about niche Roblox games. As always, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and suplex that like button, because we're almost to 50k after 4 years of doing this. This is what happens when you don't make videos about escaping Roblox. Man, if God truly is the creator, somewhere along the lines he fucked up. But not with Work at a Pizza Place. Work at a Pizza Place was created in the year of 2007 under the name Work at the Krusty Krab. But this wasn't very original and was also plagiarism, so they turned the game into Work at a Pizza Place. There are many jobs of the pizza place. You see the cashier who takes the orders, and it's really hard to mess up this job. Like, you have to genuinely try to fuck up. You used to be able to say stuff like, I just knitted a sweater out of eyelashes or whatever, but those options got removed a long time ago. Now all dialogue options lead to the same outcome. Just like a Telltale game, the illusion of choice persists everywhere I go. The orders are then taken to the kitchen where you can cook them. Now, usually, if you're in a server full of unemployed people, then the cashier and the cook are oftentimes the same person. And the game really does depend on people not blowing up the kitchen or putting themselves in the oven. Sometimes I like to throw pizza on the floor just so that it can get covered with roaches, and then I throw it in the oven just to hear them scream.
Just for the thrill of it.
Anyways, the next job is the pizza boxer, the laziest job ever. If you're working this job, you gotta be a bum. You get the easiest job ever and still get paid the same. I don't like you. This job was so notoriously easy that they had to add a pizza cutter stat because it was too understimulating for this new generation of skibidi children. Then there's delivery. The goats. Personally, I'm a professional delivery main with 5,000 hours. These people are the goats, or we're just massive people pleasers. I used to actually hate doing delivery, just like everybody else. Like, I would literally take the entire stack of pizzas and just throw them away or reset with them in my inventory. I don't know, I was 12. But then one day I stared at this massive stack of pizzas and decided to deliver them all. And then I realized I liked the gratification I got from others when I delivered the massive stack of pizzas during double time. In case you didn't know, if you don't deliver pizzas, nobody gets money. Then I bought the pizza delivery scooter because I love people so much. Pro tip, you can actually use a delivery scooter to bypass the cutscene where the customer comes to grab their pizza from the door. It saves time, lock in, do it! So yeah, if you step up and take the job nobody else wants to take, you're a goat. You are the modern day Superman. The last job is actually one made for literal demons. I know I took a little jab at pizza boxers, but suppliers, man, oh my God! Back in the day, people would pick this job, take a massive truck of boxes and just ram it off the side of the map, or just get in a massive car crash and have the boxes spill out across the map. Back then, the boxes still had collision, as well as the truck, so yeah, it was chaos. I don't even think that the boxes despawned. It was like a lawless land, okay? So yeah, that's why the supply truck doesn't have collision anymore. We can't have fun things. Also, to all the commentators typing out, Breadian, suppliers are just as important as any other role. Stop insulting us. Okay, well, let me set the record straight. Half the time we have a supplier, we're still out of supplies. They don't do their job. Get them out of here. They're Satan spawn. You know what? Fuck you. Go watch this ad.
Raid Shadow Legend.
If you got ad block on, fuck you too. Work at a pizza place did have some controversy, as with every icon in existence. The biggest critique that I can remember off the top of my head was the parties, because everybody was out partying and playing the Smurfs dance party. Nobody was actually working, so the game kind of ceased to function. This guy named Codester Productions ended up making this long rant video about it. I remember him being pretty infamous in the community all the time. He made such classics such as Adopt and Raise a Baby review, kill this game, Maybe I could learn a thing or two about how this guy titles his videos. Weird strict dad, worse than Hitler. This guy has like 50 videos beefing with this guy named Julius Coles V2, who was just another slimy Roblox guy who stole games. They had a back and forth rivalry. I think one of his videos was like a 10-minute long one saying, "I'm not obsessed with you." There really weren't a lot of Roblox YouTubers back then. The community was exponentially smaller than it is now. In fact, a lot of the old legends like Zhao Zhao Man and Codester Productions don't actually have a crazy amount of subscribers looking back. I miss being young. Another controversy was people getting mad that the manager can kick you if you grief on purpose. You see, the problem with this criticism is that it's extremely hard to drop to 1 star and work at a pizza place. You have to basically blow up the entire building. Also, as soon as you make like 2 pizzas, your stars immediately replenish. In order for the manager to kick you from the game, you have to be at 0 stars and they have to manually go up to you and tap you on the shoulder like the teacher when you get caught playing Roblox on the school computer. So yeah, if you complain about this in the future, I hate you, go fuck yourself. The last controversy with work at a pizza place is whom the aftershock can still be felt. The pets. Do you remember the game Meep City, the game where underage Roblox people went to do terrible things and the creator turned a blind eye to it? Yeah, so that game was like the most popular game for some time. And the main focus, well, the original main focus was the Meeps, these little spheres with happy faces on them. Work at a pizza place was kind of slogging behind in player count at the time, so they added their Temu knockoff Meeps. These things were basically identical from those from Meep City as far as I can tell, except they starve to death if you don't feed them. This change was basically stapled onto the existing game and was forced onto legacy people who didn't care for the feature and just wanted to clock in and make some pizza. As a result, millions of pets died of starvation. To this day, I still never figure out how to feed my pet. For the longest time, you could check a box in settings to hide your pet, which only made it invisible, and then you'd randomly get pop-ups saying, "Oh no, your pet's starved, we're sending you another one." The system is fucked. My friends and I eventually got so fed up with our pets dying, we were forced to look for a solution. Selling your pet to the pet store for like $2 and never buying another one. It's crazy how far you have to go for a fix. Upon reading through the wiki page for this game, I found out that your pet can also die if you repeatedly throw it against the wall. I hate this. Another swell feature of this game is the daily login reward. About a year ago, they added login streaks. Mine is 200 days, and I log into this game every day, along with like 12 other games that I don't play. Yeah, if I pay $11.99 a month for Roblox Premium, I'm getting my full benefits. Put me on extreme cheapskates, I don't care, I'm just a savvy businessman. Other fond memories I have of this game were my friends and I knocking people around with the snowballs. One time, this manager tried to start a vote kick against us, so we used a snowball to knock him into the remove manager button. His friend and him then proceeded to get incredibly pissed at us and began flooding the server with alt accounts just to remove the manager. We then proceeded to ping our friends, get them to join the game, and then after 30 minutes we vote kicked one of them successfully and the ordeal was over. It was like cutting the head off of a snake. Why did this take 30 minutes? Because we sat in a Mexican standoff by the manager door and refused to work. 20-year-old men being the bigger person? Absolutely not, never heard of it. Another bad yet memorable moment was when we were playing at 3 a.m. and we would always find the most depraved people in voice chat. Oh, hey. Oftentimes these people were our age because it's 3 a.m. and they'd start beef with us for some reason. I don't understand. We had like insane fights. Another memory I recalled recently while making this video were these 2 dudes in the kitchen having gay Roblox e-sex complete with voice chat. I just wanted to do my cashier job in peace. Now we got people adding their extra zest to the pizza recipe. It was like torture in my ears. I'd rather listen to weird strict dad jump scare noise than play this. My friend and I reported them and they were banned. I know they were banned because when the first one got kicked from the game, the other one was surprised in voice chat. I stand on business. If you're not here to lock in and work on a pizza place, go to hell. Overall, work at a pizza place is a timeless game that you can enjoy as a kid. You can enjoy it as an adult. I still don't know what this long-winded rant on Reddit is for. Anyways, suplex the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. We're almost to 50K. Bye-bye.